Good morning, Raleigh Bears. How's everybody doing today? It is a wonderful, wonderful Monday at John G. Riley Elementary School. We are so fortunate today because we get to kick off the state's Literacy Week here at John G. Riley Elementary School, and we're so fortunate for that. Guys, do you know that the more you read, the better you become at reading? Do you know that? Well, not only are we going to celebrate literacy this week, but we're going to learn a little bit about health and nutrition here at John G. Riley. And we brought some of our friends along. So we're going to have an outstanding day. We're going to have a real fun day here at John G. Riley. At this time, I'd like to introduce a few people. I would like to introduce some of you to our wonderful superintendent here at Leon County Schools, Mr. Jackie Pons. We also have other district administrators here, Dr. Michelle Gale, Dr. Alan Cox, and Dr. Randy Pridgeon. So they're joining us here to celebrate Literacy Week as well. At this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to Ms. Penny Taylor, who is from the Florida Department of Education. She's the director of Healthy Schools. She's the director there, and she's a mother of 4. So we know that she knows a lot about literacy and health and nutrition. So at this time, Ms. Taylor.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Riley Elementary. Is it third? Good morning, back to you. Thank you for answering me. So you all are 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, am I correct? Yes. Raise your left hand if you're a 3rd grader. Left hand. All right, thank you. Raise your right hand if you're a 4th grader. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of 4th graders. Oh, thank you. And lastly, not least, if you are a 5th grader, raise both of your hands to the ceiling. Whoa. All right. Well, this is the 6th annual Celebrate Literacy Week in Florida. The Florida Department of Education has been doing this for 6 years, and we are thrilled to be doing it here with you all today. And there are 4 activities, incredible activities, that you will participate in as part of this day. Now, behind me, the first activity is that comic you have in your hand. We are going to read that comic, and you have some incredible readers up here on this stage. These are 6 smart and successful men. How do you think they became so smart and successful? What do you think? They pay attention in the classroom. That's an awesome answer. Well, you know what? A big part of it is because they read and read and read and read and read and read every day. How many of you, raise your hand if you read? Okay, thank you very much. Raise your hand if you read every day. Ah, that is awesome. There's going to be some smart and successful people coming out of this school, Principal Paul.
All right.
That's awesome. Okay, so that is the first thing that we're going to do together this morning. Pretty exciting, right? Then the second thing we're going to do is your reading coach, Miss Pam Payne. Where are you, Miss Pam Payne? She is going to come up on stage and lead you through. You get to crack open the top secret training guide to start preparing you to be habit heroes. And then, get ready for this, the third thing that you get to do this morning, you have a very special guest that will be joining us. Ironman is coming. Is that not so exciting? Woo! And once Ironman is here, guess what he's going to do? He is going to give you a hydration band. It's a power band. And he is going to lead you into starting to become a habit hero. You're going to do a pledge with him. Now, the last thing you're going to do this morning, because I know you all are going to be very good listeners, just like you said earlier, you'll be able to walk with your teacher and your classmates to the media center, and classroom by classroom, you'll be able to have your picture taken with Ironman. And then Florida Blue is going to send a pack of those pictures to your teacher, and you will have your very own one to take home to your parents. And your parents will also, you'll have this other piece of material to take home to your parents. One is about nutrition, and one is about physical activity. And when you bring it back, guess what you get? You're right, another power band for nutrition, and then you can earn another power band for physical activity. So you have an incredible day ahead of you. But before we go there, and I'm going to introduce your special readers behind me, I wanted to let your superintendent of schools, Jackie Pons, say a few words to you.
Thank you. Students, how do you like your principal, Carwin Paul? Mr. Paul, let's give him a big hand. Now, students, I have a question for you today. Am I Iron Man? Do I look like Iron Man? No. What? Yeah. But I dressed for the occasion. I've got my tie, and I'm a healthy hero. I'm not Iron Man? No. Oh, man. I was hoping to be Iron Man, but maybe I don't feel the bill today. Hopefully Iron Man will be here, but if I disappear and I come back, I might ask you again if I'm Iron Man. What would you say then? Oh, okay. Students, I want to compliment you first for having some of the best teachers in the state of Florida. Give your teachers a big hand that work with you every day. God bless you. Thank you for what you do. All of our special guests that are here today. But there's one message I want to deliver to you today as we celebrate literacy. I want to make sure that every day when we go home that we read and we learn to love to read. It should be part of what we do, not just during Literacy Week, but what we do every day. So let's make a commitment to love to read, and I'm going to try to get the real Iron Man here for you, okay? Have a great day. Thank you very much.
Okay, now it is time for us to read the Habit Heroes Ironman comic. There are 4,700 classrooms all over the state of Florida that are doing this with volunteers this week. You all have the ultimate volunteers right behind me, and I'm going to introduce them one at a time. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Craig Thomas. He is the Senior Vice President, Chief Strategy and Marketing Officer, and he is going to be our narrator and special effects person. Get ready. Yes. Mr. Darnell Smith is the Marketing President for North Florida with Florida Blue, and he is reading the part of Agent Quench. And then we have Mr. Jason Altmeyer. He is, this is a long title, get ready, Senior Vice President, Public Policy and Community Engagement, and he is reading the part of Agent Dynamo. And then you have your very own principal, Mr. Carwin Paul, and he is reading the part of Agent Jin. Next, we have Dr. John Armstrong. He is the Surgeon General for the entire state of Florida. That means he's like the #1 doctor in the state of Florida. And he is reading the part of Agent Fuel.
I'm all fueled up and ready to go.
And then last, but certainly not least, reading the part of Ironman, we have Mr. Pat Garrity, Chief Executive Officer of Florida Blue.
Whoa.
So it is time.
Okay. We're going to stand up and read.
All right. You're on. We're going to stand, right?
Do it. Okay. On board the Habit Heroes aircraft.
This is Director Jen calling all Habit Heroes. I'm sending emergency transports for you. We have a crisis of epic proportions.
We're on our way, Director Jin, and don't worry, after the battle we just fought, we've never felt stronger. We beat all those sappers lurking underground, draining people's energy, didn't we?
Dynamo's right.
And when the blocker bots tried to take all the high-powered foods out of town, we got them back. Although they keep trying, persistent buckets of bolts, aren't they?
You said it, Buell. The Scorchers never miss a chance for an ambush either. But come on, I'm hydration agent. Like I'm going to have a meal without drinking plenty of water.
It's true. You handled those menaces pretty well, one at a time, but now
They're working together and they're taking over New York.
Oh no! How could this happen? We weren't ready for them to attack in such an organized way.
we've been trying to protect people all over the world from the hazards, but they're back and in greater numbers than ever before. Take a look at these kids. This is before the invasion. Then they were free to act as they wanted. But take a look at them now. The hazards have never gone so far as to try to suck the power from the entire city. The people don't realize when they're being attacked, they're not trained to stand up to all the menaces working together.
I keep eating this stuff. Why don't I have any energy?
See, the scorchers dehydrate people from tricking them into drinking other stuff all the time instead of water. The blocker bots weaken them even more by steering them away from the high-power foods like fruit, veggies, and nuts. Meanwhile, the sapper drains their energy and keeps them active. They all use their hypnotic powers to keep people from even realizing they're being controlled.
And they're building a massive machine. What is it?
Its design has our technicians baffled, but there's one person who can analyze it and hopefully take it offline. The armored Avenger Ironman.
And he lives in the city, right?
Exactly. But Stark Tower is in the zone that's been overrun. We can't reach him and must assume he's already been captured. Your job is to locate him, free him from hazard control, and help people everywhere, everyone you can along the way. The police and other authorities want to help, but they've never faced anything like these hazards. You are the ones with the proper training and the experience using it. I know it's dangerous, but
You don't even have to ask, Director Jin.
This is what we've trained for. Heroes make a plan to keep their power up throughout the day. Let's stock up on high-power food.
And fresh water. We'll need it, and so will those people.
Keep an eye on your power bands. They'll show us how our energy levels are doing. But with these supplies and all the action we'll be seeing, I'm guessing our levels will be through the roof.
Habit heroes, let's gear up.
now is the hour
To build
our power. Be careful out there. You won't win every encounter with them, and that's okay. As long as you keep fighting and stay powered up there, no way we'll lose this war.
Hello? Anyone home?
No thanks. Not in the mood.
This doesn't feel right. I don't think this kid's thinking straight right now.
And here's why. Hazards hiding in the shadows.
They're everywhere.
They'll wish they'd stayed home when they get a taste of my Actibeam.
There's too many of them. We need to find a safe place to regroup.
I can help with that too. Let me power up. These energy boards won't last long.
But hopefully long enough. I'll cover us with an aqua blast.
And I'll clear a path with my Vitabolt.
This is serious. They won't give us enough time to help the civilians.
That's why we've got to reach Stark Tower and the one guy that can help us save everyone.
If I'm going to get this scanner to work, I've got to figure out what's wrong with my armor. The energy indicator reads full power, but I don't feel at top strength. I just can't seem to do all the things I normally can. Phew, I'm beat. Well, even the brain of a genius needs a break. I'll figure this out later.
What? Mr. Stark, we're the Habit Heroes, and you're being held prisoner. Here, have some water and the snacks we made. They'll give you energy and rehydrate you.
That was good. Well, okay. Who decided to have a monster mash in my lab?
They were here all along. The hazards hide themselves while they're controlling you, so you can't see them. But don't worry, we can train you to see them and to fight them off.
Do you remember what happened?
I do now. I got a call from my friend, Director Jin. She had reports of a large-scale energy drain in the city and needed me to design a new scanner for my suit to get to the bottom of it. I was retrofitting my armor with the scanner, but it wasn't working right. My suit showed full power, but I didn't have all my normal strength or agility.
Your armor wasn't the problem. The hazards had already gotten to you and were keeping your power low. Is this all you've been eating and drinking?
I guess it is. I never gave it a second thought. All my life, I've liked healthy snacks the most. But every now and then, I get too involved with my projects and lose track of what I'm snacking on. I guess that's when those creeps got to me.
We'll show you how to protect yourself, even when you're in the zone.
I'll do better, but right now, Ironman needs to take care of business.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Tony. If you go out there before powering up, they'll eat you for lunch.
Believe me, I hate to wait around as much as anyone, but I can feel my energy levels falling, and I can see it in my power band. We should all power up.
Even great heroes like me need advice every once in a while. Okay, habit heroes, show me what you've got.
Don't worry if it feels hard. That's the thing about habit power. Struggling isn't bad, especially because everyone finds it hard at first. But the more you try, the more you power up. A quick run will have your body awake and ready for action.
Snacks like fruits, veggies, and nuts pack a major power punch. If it grows from a seed, it's got the power you need.
And don't forget water. It's the purest form of power.
Now that's what I'm talking about, and I haven't even suited up yet. Let's see what this means as Iron Man. Wow, I feel I could take on the world.
That's because your armor's controlled by your body and mind, and you've powered them up.
Now let's get out there.
And show these monsters what real heroes can do. I'm scanning that machine, and I think I figured out what it is. It doesn't just drain energy from people, it's using that energy to open a portal to another dimension. I don't know what they're trying to bring through, but based on my experience with monsters, which I have entirely too much of, it's never anything good.
On the other side of the portal, a mysterious voice says, soon.
They're merging, combining all their powers. They could never do that before.
They're a lot tougher than I remember.
I'm analyzing the energy flow from the machine. It's using the power stolen from people to make these moochers stronger. If we shut down the all-you-can-eat buffet, they'll be easier to handle. We've got to show others how to build their power like I did.
Can we do it in time? There's so many of them and so few of us.
Habit heroes, this is Director Jin. I have an idea. Iron Man, I'm uploading the Secret Habit Heroes manual to your servers all over the city. They are the courageous people who are fighting the hazards on their own, but they don't have the training. The manual will show them how to power up and join forces like us.
Got it. I'll transmit the manual. Do you really think they can pull it off?
Anyone can, Iron Man, but not everyone chooses to. Every time someone struggles against hazard control, they're showing their potential to be a habit hero. These are the people who we want to inspire and recruit.
I know what you're thinking. Iron Man's too brilliant and handsome to get trapped by the hazards. But I was. That's right, I'm not perfect. I was shocked too. But it's not about being perfect. It's about asking yourself if you're willing to train and fight. So read this manual. It has the secrets you need. And when it feels like you can't push any further, those are the greatest opportunities to build your power. Hey, Fireball, feeling thirsty?
It's working. They no longer have the energy to stick together.
They're definitely getting weaker. Our heroes in training are doing their part.
And if they're working together, it's time for us to do the same.
Don't tell Director Jin, but I'm borrowing her catchphrase. Now is the hour
To build our power.
Boom!
Look, it's opening the portal. Something's coming through.
I feel weak. They're draining our energy.
That's when it's most important to keep fighting. They can't beat us unless we let them. So let's merge our powers and bring that portal down.
All of the heroes focus their power on the portal, which explodes. Boom!
Now that's just plain rude. Our hosts are leaving the party. Looks like they don't appreciate it when people take their power back.
Typical. If it's not going to be easy for them, hazards don't even want to try.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what we're all about.
Thanks for your help, Iron Man. We couldn't have done it without you.
I'm the one who should thank you and your team for showing me it's not all about the suit. It's about the handsome guy in the suit, too. And now I've found a way to improve on perfection. You'd better believe I'll stick with it.
That's good. And it gets easier the more you do it. But you have to make a plan to keep your power up, especially when you're in the zone with your work or when you get stressed out.
I know, and I'll be ready for our enemies if they try for an encore. See, I've always had an indicator showing my armor's power levels, but I added one for me too.
Sweet! Like our power bands. But what if the hazard strikes somewhere else?
That's always a danger. But the good news is, this crisis has shown us there are a lot of brave and determined out there. Every time people choose to fight off the hazards and keep their power up, they're showing their potential to be heroes. We're going to reach out and recruit those people. We can never let down our God, but the good news is, there are more of us every day, and whatever comes our way, we'll be ready.
A mysterious voice says, "Admirable courage. Can you truly be ready for me?" The end?
Thank you.
I guess we sit better seats.
Mic's on. There it is. All right. Riley Bears, you know what I saw while all these actors were performing for you? I saw you reading. I saw every face in here just immersed in this story. This was a good story. You did a fabulous job. Let's give them another round of applause. Woo! Now, let's look at our training manual. In the middle of your book, open it up and you'll see this page right here. Now you should all are going to need a pencil. Teachers, if you have not passed out your pencils, please pass those out. And if you have any extras, hold them up. We've got some short in the back. Guys, you're doing a fabulous job. Fab-boo. I must tell you this morning that I'm so proud of myself. I had some good water to drink this morning, and I had some good nutrition for breakfast this morning. Everyone who drank some water this morning, raise your hand. There you go. Everyone who had a good breakfast this morning, raise the other hand. Very good. Excellent. Anyone not have pencils, teachers? Okay, extras to the back, please. We have some classes with fewer and some classes with morer. Morer people in them. You like my word? Okay, if you will look on the next page, we are going to go through our training manual so we will know how to become habit heroes. Because as our actors told us in the comic book, sometimes these hazards work on us and they make us sometimes do things that we shouldn't be doing. So let's go through and see how we can become our habit heroes. The secret armies of the habit hazards are infiltrating our planets. Everyone on the top of the page with me? Good. Their numbers are too great for us to handle on our own. We need you, every one of you Riley Bears, to join our ranks and help us defeat them. But you need to build your power. Growing your habit power is hard, and not all the new heroes know how to do it. This training manual will show us the way. Here's how it works. The habit power is the energy we use to blast the hazards. It's what makes us heroes. There are 3 main ways. Third graders, you ready? I want you to read number 1 for us. Go. Eating lots of like fruits. Woo, yes. Number 2, 4th graders, read it. Work up a sweat, people. Get you moving. Number 3, 5th grade, here you go. Liquid power, that's what we need. These hazards are crafty and they do everything they can to prevent us from building up our power. They keep you from making choices you want to help power up. There are 3 kinds of hazards. Look at the sappers. Read quietly. Raise your hand when you can tell me what a zapper is. What's a sapper?
Ever felt like going out and being active but just couldn't get off the couch? That's them.
The sapper just can't get off the couch. Good job. Blocker bots. Read it quietly. Read it quietly. What is a blocker bot? A blocker bot is...
Ever felt really tempted to eat nothing but junk food instead of having some fresh, powerful fruit or veggies? That's them.
Blocker bots. They keep us from doing what? Eating fresh fruits and veggies. Scorchers. What is a scorcher? I bet I know what a scorcher is. What's a scorcher? A scorcher is...
Ever felt really thirsty and instead of going for fresh natural water, the purest form of power, you found yourself reaching for something else? That's them.
Reaching for something besides pure, fresh water. Scorchers. Now, what makes a habit hero different from an ordinary civilian, people like us, is learning and practicing how to resist these hazards. The secrets in this guide took a long time for our scientists to develop, so you may not master them right away, but that's why we have training. Every challenge you face, your habit power gets stronger. Good. Now let's make a plan. How do you become a hero? A habit hero. You make a plan to power up. Look at step number 1. First, you want to see yourself growing your power. Think about a time when you were attacked by one of these hazards. Think about a time that maybe you got stuck on the couch, didn't want to get up. Think about a time that you were tempted to eat lots of junk food. Think about a time that you felt thirsty and you went and grabbed something else besides water. You thinking? Now, picture yourself facing that same situation hazard again, and this time you decide not to give in. You decide to be a hero and put up a fight for it. Your power's growing from your struggle. Now think about that feeling of growing your power. Are you thinking? I want you to write down something about the feeling of growing your power. What would it be like? Write down a sentence. What would it feel like if you made the right choice instead of getting junk food or instead of drinking something besides water or getting up and doing something instead of just sitting on the couch? When you have your sentence, raise your hand. What does it feel like when you make a better decision and you feel better? You're writing in the box in the middle of the page, around inside the dotted lines. Who's got a... What does it feel like? Anybody? Ready yet? Waiting for a hand. What did you think?
It makes me feel healthier.
Healthier. Great. Somebody else.
You have lots of energy and probably take your dog out for a walk.
Excellent. Wouldn't take my dog out because he's too fat and he won't go out. But that's another story. We won't tell that story here. Okay. How does it make you feel, sweetie?
It makes me feel like I'm an actual hero.
Like a hero, she says. All right. How about you?
It will feel good to do the right thing.
It'll feel good to do the right thing. Couple more. Anybody back here? I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Here I am.
It will feel like powering up.
All right. Feel like powering up. Who else?
I'll be healthy.
Healthy. And that's the whole point of it, isn't it?
It will feel good to do something active.
Do something active. Great. Frida?
It'll fill you with energy.
Fill you with energy. All right. Good job. Let's move on to step 2. Think about how these hazards attack you. Which one gets you the most often? Is it the not drinking the water, drinking something else? Is it the not being active? Is it the eating junk food? Which one gets you? Write down exactly where you think about the next time that you might be in that situation. Write down where you guess this attack will happen next. Where will you be? Who will you be around? What time of day will it be? When's the next time that you think you're going to be tempted? I love it. When's the next time you think that you might have to make a choice about what to drink, what to eat, or what to do? When do you think?
It'll make me sit on the couch and play video games and eat junk food.
Those good old video games gonna get you, gonna get you. Somebody else. When's the next time that you think you're gonna have to make a decision? Nope. You got one?
When I get home.
Nothing? Yeah. Cake?
When he gets home, he's going to be tempted to go get some cake.
The blocker box would get me at lunch because I packed an unhealthy lunch. Unhealthy.
Oh, he's admitting he brought an unhealthy lunch. Very good. Okay, everybody thinking about that next time?
At home when I go eat dinner.
And what kind of dinner are you going to have?
I'm going to have cake and candy.
Woo! That's going to be a decision, isn't it? Okay, everybody thought about that next time?
Next time the blocker bot attacks me, it's going to be my midnight snack.
Well, first of all, do we need to talk about the midnight part? You going to have a midnight snack? Okay, all right. And what are you going to try to have a healthier midnight snack?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right, let's move on to step 3 then. You've got your next time that you think you're going to be tempted, let's plan an attack. Turn the page to step 3. How will you fight back? Next time you're under attack, you're going to write an if-then plan. If this happens, then what will you do? For instance, if I feel a snack attack coming on, then I'll drink 2 glasses of water before I have anything else. There's a plan. If I see a bag of potato chips, then I will go and get some carrots out of the refrigerator. Okay? Think about your plan, and we're going to write an if-then sentence. If I see or if I feel, if someone offers me, if I'm at the store and I've gonna buy something at the store, then I'm going to. Okay, anybody got a plan here? I see you. You got a plan? What did you fill in?
If I went to the store, I would get some milk.
If he went to the store, he will get some milk. Very good. Anybody else got a plan? A couple of plans here.
If I see candy, I will get fruit. Candy, I will get fruit.
If she sees candy, she will get fruit. There's a plan. What's your plan?
If I see some candy, I'll get some vegetables.
If he sees candy, he's going for the vegetables. Okay? Another plan. A couple of more plans here. She's going to start drinking water. Good.
If I see a comfy couch, then I will go outside.
That's a hard one, isn't it? But we're gonna work on that one. Yes, we are. That's a plan.
If I see soda, I will drink plenty of water.
Excellent. Excellent plan. Kevin, one more.
If I see some reds, I go get a salad.
Salad. All right. Very good. Oh, y'all have worked really hard on this. Good for you. Let's look at this red box here in the middle of the page, because there's one more thing that really will help us be good habit heroes, and that is sleep. Look, sleep is very important. One major surprise that all new recruits learn is that sleep is secretly powerful. You might think that sleep drains your power because it's not active, but not true. A good night's sleep helps you keep the power you built up during the day. If you're committed to being a habit hero, then make a plan for how you can get a full night's sleep. Where's my Miss Midnight Snacker? Where's my Miss Midnight Snacker? Are you getting a full night's sleep? If you're having midnight snacks, I'm calling you out. Make a plan. All right. Okay. Remember, we can't beat the hazards every single time, but we're going to try, aren't we? If you're going to try, raise your right hand. If you're going to try even harder, raise your left hand and say, whoop, whoop. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. Teachers, look in your bags, please, and find the blue wristbands. By making your plan, you are ready to wear your blue I made a plan wristband. So look to your teacher right now, please, so she can give you your wristband. The blue one, please.
I had the pleasure this morning of reading the part of Ironman, but some of you have figured out that I'm not Ironman, right? Who are you here to see? Who are you here to see? Everybody. Ironman. Yeah. Whoa.
Great to meet you, Iron Man.
Whoa!
All right, now everyone, I'm going to have you all take the superhero pledge. So I want all of you to raise your right hand. There we go. And repeat after me. I. State your name.
State your name.
That name. All right. Pledge to defend the defenseless, to help my fellow heroes, by building my healthy habit powers, activity, hydration, and nutrition. All right, thank you. Go put your arms down now. Is it all in there?
All yours.
Yep. Come back.
Raleigh Bears, have you had an outstanding morning? This is a great opportunity to kick off Literacy Week. and we've had a fantastic time. We'd like to thank our special guests for coming to join in with us today to help us kick off Literacy Week. I notice in the back we have another special guest, Mr. Scotty Crowe, assistant superintendent of Leon County Schools. Would you raise your hand? Thank you so much for joining us. And guys, we want to make sure that we keep our promise that we're going to be habit heroes. We've promised it to Ironman, so we can't let him down, okay? You know that this year that our motto is turn up at Riley. So we're going to turn up and we're going to power up, okay? So we want you guys to continue to stay hydrated and remember those nutritional facts. Thanks again, and I'm going to turn it over to your teachers. Have a great day.